Welcome to Sports Talk with Kifu, and I'm your host, Kifu Njabulo Wagamashang. Let's get into the DStv. DStv versus the entire country. Let's say EFF, DStv versus EFF. This is the SABC. The SABC. Okay, let's first start it in this context, right? Holistically, in African football, how many games of CAF Champions League have you been able to see? Not a lot, in it. Not a lot. Like in Europe, I get to see, when it comes to UEFA Champions League, I can see almost each and every match of the UEFA Champions League. That's how well run it is. That's where CAF is trying to go to. And who is the biggest in Africa? This DStv beIN Sports. Although albeit beIN Sports is bigger, that it's pay TV that's really big, that has a long reach. And albeit even in Europe, like you get BT Sports, they buy the rights and then they sell it to everyone else. But that's just what happens, right? So that's it. So in the interest of the sport and in the interest of trying to professionalize and get a bigger purse and more money for the sport, DStv starting a business relationship with DStv, well, that's a good idea. Holistically thinking about it, that's just what DStv, I think. I'll give you all. I'll just give you my point of view and how I think, in my opinion. That's just in my opinion, right? Let me give you the SABC role. Now let's bring it all this home. Like, that was the holistically, it's a good move, but now let's bring it home to South Africa, right? The DStv versus SABC debacle. Okay, you know what's happening here? DStv and SuperSport. Yeah, let me blatantly tell you what's going on between DStv and SuperSport at this moment. Okay, not DStv and SuperSport, that's the same thing. Between SABC and DStv, right? At this current moment in time. The SABC is trying to go into a dick measuring contest with someone with a way bigger dick than they have. That's literally what's happening at this present moment in time. And it's like you bring a knife to a gunfight. If you're the SABC, you have a knife. Because why? You don't have money. Okay, although now that they have some stings, Spanish. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. SABC, like, bro, why are you trying to get into a dick measuring contest with DStv? Like, bro, like, why are you trying to start the bully? Like, it's like me being out here in South Africa and declaring war in America. What are you doing? What are you doing? But anyway, there'll be a lot of casualties in that war, and one side will come out on top. Why? Because they have more money, they have a bigger army, they have more resources. Usually in a war, and especially if you're South Africa, mostly you don't have the brightest sparks in the room. In it, those guys have more military minds. They're actually smarter and they're used to going to war and actually winning wars. So yeah, one side is gonna win. That side is gonna be DStv. But am I for that? No. Because as we get so many matches, right, that DStv that DStv doesn't show. Why? Because they don't have enough channels to show all these matches, and sometimes they play at the same time and they're not deemed good enough. Like, give those matches to SABC. Give them to SABC Sport, guys. Give them, just so that the sport can grow. It's all about growing the sport. Sometimes you gotta lose something in the short run, or in the short term, to make more money in the long run, right? Lose a bit now, you can make more in the long run, because the more fans that you have in the long run, the economy will get better and the more people will eventually get DStv. So if at least I'm able to watch a few matches now, that entices me as a fan, and yet now I start becoming more of an avid fan. I could be a fan, but sometimes I don't have access to matches, so that sometimes won't even, you can't hook me without always being in my eye. That's something that DStv has to learn. You always have to be in people's eyes. And how do you become in people's eyes and ears and mouths? Maybe DStv should start maybe having a free-to-air channel. They show all their free stuff there. A channel where they just throw things in there. Maybe. Just putting it out there. Maybe they should have a free-to-air channel as well. Just throw all the sports that they have out there. Just so your avid fan, or your regular fan, or your regular person, your regular Joe can't afford DStv, just so they can also watch it. Now DStv is in the eyes of people, almost like what they used to do open hour. Or back in the days where you used to have open hours, so people could be able to watch a lot of sports, and that would make people, like, in the end, man, it makes us bigger sports fans, and we could be able to set out for that particular space of time just to be able to watch. We need that. But anyway, let's get back. SABC and DStv need to work together, because in the end, it's all to the detriment of the average fan. Because now, what DStv was saying, right? Okay, SABC and EFF, those dudes, those guys, Malema and his crew, flies. Malema and his crew, they failed to protect us, right? These guys failed to protect us on the 26th of June. They failed to protect a lot of South Africans on the 26th of June, where your regular South African who lives or in a village, or who can't afford data. Now, data is expensive. We live in South Africa. You can't watch it live on SABC. Now I have to go and get open view. My dude, I can't afford DStv. Expect me to afford open view. Then now you're gonna show me the Ranakas. And at 8, when the match is over, once I've heard the results, you expect me to watch that match. Hey. I mean, the SABC has nerve. The EFF has nerve. Like, SABC has the nerve to be crying like a victim, putting out the victim card. Yo, I'm a victim of it. Like, wait a minute. You put that semi-final behind a pay TV wall, and no one said anything. And now that DStv is showing you that they have a bigger dick than you, like, no. You're like, bro, bro, get out of here. All of a sudden, when DStv is doing the same thing to you, you're like, oh, oops, we messed up. No, guys, you don't even go to the person that you wronged. You see, that's where it's like two parents fighting in a divorce, right? And we're stuck in the middle, right? Basically, this is where the fan is. Stuck in the middle. Like, this is literally what's going on, right? It's a divorce, right? You got the rich parent, then we got the poor parent, right? So now the poor parent does something. Now when the rich parent does something and they do it even better than what you would have done, now, oh no, mama, yeah, better. Nah, but you started. You did something, and then the other parent is doing an even better job than what you did. Now you starting to feel a certain type of way, and now you're spewing bad things to your child, just so that they can hate that parent. That's basically what the SABC is doing, instead of them as parents coming together all for the growth of the child. Like, it's all about the child, and the child is the game. You avid fans, that's who the child is. It's the avid fan, and it's the game. That's all that matters. They should come together, come up with solutions. DStv, give them a few games. Give them games for free. Like, yo, man, I know I know we have to be all for the women's game. Hollywood bets leaks sometimes when sometimes there are some matches that are on, but it's because SABC can't afford to show them. But I'm all for them pumping money into the women's game. But some of those matches they can keep them SABC Sport. I'm sorry to say, but I can keep some of those matches for SABC Sport. I'm sorry to say, but keep some of those matches for SABC Sport. I said some. I did not say all. I know someone's gonna cut this and clip this. Hey. But anyway, someone's gonna cut this and clip this and say, "No, I'm not." But anyway, I see collab. It's neither here or not there, right? It's all about that, guys. No, thank you guys for watching. In conclusion, is holistically, it's CAF made a good decision by giving the rights to SuperSport, right? They're trying to build a relationship. For us in South Africa, it's all about the SABC and DStv coming together, because them fighting is not good for any of us. In my opinion, how I see it is they adlocks, they trying to fight each other. The SABC is picking a fight with the bigger and better wolf, and a lot of the times you're not gonna win. SABC might be the Goliath in terms of viewership, but in terms of money, they're the David. And these guys might be the Goliath, David in terms of viewership, but they're Goliath in terms of, hey man, the pockets ain't empty, the pockets is heavy. They could go to war for a longer time. So it's all about them coming together and making it better for the betterment of the game. If DStv doesn't want to work with SABC, then it's fine. They should create a free-to-air channel, or have open hours like they used to have back in the day, just so everyone could watch, just so we could all enjoy premium sports or sports in general, just so we could watch. I mean, Hotato was playing the other day, and if we still had those hours, or if DStv had that channel, maybe they could have shown that on their free-to-air channel for everyone. Just an idea, just putting it out there. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching Sports Talk with Kifu, and I'm your host, Kifu Jabulo Wagamahlangu. This has been my opinion, my take, and I'm out.